Hello everybody, welcome to the Peninsula Paris. I'm here with Artcurial and their Automobile Legends sale. Some really impressive cars. Let's have a look. All right, front and center with the Artcurial sale is this 1956 300 SL Gullwing. This is the all-original Rudge wheel car with all the top options. It has the NSK engine, the Rudge wheels, and it's been completely untouched since 1993. It's a true artifact, a real survivor, probably the most or one of the most original 300 SLs in the world. So they're hoping to break a record with this one tomorrow. I just love it. It's original French delivery car. You can see the original registration there in the front. It's a rare graphite gray over natural leather interior. And if I could have any car here at the sale, it would have to be this one. It's really a museum piece, and it's really intoxicating to consider what you might do after buying a car like this. Would you restore it, or would you just clean it up, get it roadworthy, drive it? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, we have this absolutely gorgeous Bizzarrini 5300 GT. This is one of the first early alloy cars that was used by Bizzarrini as a test mule, believe it or not. So as we can move to the front of the car, we'll see some oddities that aren't on any other Corsa 5300, like those two extra slats above the badge there for cooling, and these two ducts on the inside of the fender. And that was all due to heat when they were testing the car at Mugello. They wanted to keep that V8 cool in the engine bay. Now, of course, this is the Giotto Bizzarrini designed 250 GTO successor. It's really extremely low set, and I really do love the shape of these. They do carry the early, look at that, Grazia BBM tag on there. And there's lots of little details here, like these scoops that really separate it from the later cars. Here's the sliding plexiglass windows, and that rear window, that's just has such a cool rake to it. Beautiful, beautiful car. Gonna have a look at a very important Austin Mini Cooper S that dates back to 1962. It was a Downton Works prototype car that they used to develop the Cooper S package, which came out in 1963. And this one was raced by Bernard Cahier at the Targa Florio, which I find so amazing. He was one of the best motor journalists and photographers of all time. And he was essentially gifted this car by the factory as a promotional vessel. I see a lot of cool original details here. We could see the mini lights, original magnesium mini lights. I love the way that the lights are put on here with these brackets. So very cool. Quite a large and imposing light package too on the front of this car. Looking very original. Fast filler cap. Outstanding. Wow, Artcurial here have two fabulous Grand Prix cars. The first one in front of me is a 1931 Bugatti Type 51. And what makes this car so very special is the twin overhead cam inline 8 engine. This car has really impressive history. It raced the Belgium Grand Prix in 1931. It's the car in which J.P. Willemy achieved his first victory in a Bugatti. It is such a beautiful French car. Just love the wooden steering wheel and that big tack in there, the Jaeger gauges, the magneto, the aluminum wheels here with the built-in cast brake drums. Incredible. And behind the Bugatti, we have this 1939 Talbot-Lago. It was a Grand Prix car that competed against the might of Mercedes and the auto unions. And I don't think it really stood a chance against those cars. But this was also used in the configuration we see here for sports car racing. And as a sports car, this is such an outstanding performer. And that's all due to this engine, this big 4.5 liter inline 6 with those triple carbs. I'm in love with this engine. This was the engine that was used later in the T26 in the post-war era. Just love these things like the cooling fins here and the big wooden steering wheel. You can see the pre-selector gear shift there. Wow, I'm so happy to be in Paris and see wonderful cars like this. And one of the features of the sale this year is this 1992 F1 car owned by Jean Alesi. It's an F92A and it was gifted to him after the season and has been completely unchanged since. He just stored it. It's one of the most original F1 cars from the period. This one was 4th overall at the Australian Grand Prix and 5th in the German Grand Prix. Look at that, the original decal. And the seat, so well preserved. Oh, look how tiny the little steering wheel is in there. Wow. Wonderful Ferrari here available with Artcurial. And next up, we have one of the most exotic Group C cars of all time, and that's this Lancia Martini LC2. There were only 4 of these cars made, and this is the first of the small production series. This is a car that raced Le Mans and got 247 miles an hour down the Le Mans Straight. Really, really impressive numbers. What makes this even more exotic is actually the engine. It's a Ferrari-based 2.6 liter producing over 700 horsepower. So very striking car, ultimate performance, Group C race car. Man, this livery is so striking. And this giant rear wing at the back. I'm in love. And another French car I want to feature here from Artcurial is this 1982 Renault 5 Turbo. This one's exceptionally unique because it's in its original configuration for Group 4 rally racing. And this is how the car appeared at the 1984 Tour de Corse. A lot of these cars later and subsequently got upgraded to Group 5 specifications with different aerodynamics and a different performance package. But it's so cool to see this car with the original Group 4 front bumper here. Love these aluminum wheels. And inside here, it's a very original looking car, or at least it shows a lot of patina. Only 4 owners from new, and such a neat hatchback race car. Next to the Mini here, I can't skip over this little Abarth-Simca from 1965. These were specialty built race cars by Abarth that raced in hill climbs and events throughout Italy. They made only 50 examples of these, and this one has the more protruding front nose, which Artcurial says only 10 were produced. The rear suspension looks completely bagged. Look at the camber in the back. But yeah, I love the little badging here. And of course, it's rear-engined. So the engine's hanging way out past the rear axle there. Just a stunning Italian sports racer. Got some great automobilia lots here with Artcurial. Front and center is this Fiat Turbina car 1/5 scale model. These were used at the dealership for promotional purposes. I actually saw one of these sell last year with Armed Sotheby's, and here's the second one. Looks like it's been repainted black and white, and they expect to get 10 to 20,000 euros for this unique model. It's just so wonderful. The front grille in there and everything. Fantastic. Got something really special here, something I never see in North America. It's called a Venturi. These were kind of handmade French supercars made in the mid-90s, and this is the racing variant. I believe it started life as a Venturi 500. It raced the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and then it actually took duty in the BPR Global Endurance Series as an LM600 and then returned back to Le Mans. The way I kind of envision this is kind of a French Ferrari F40, although it has an aluminum monocoque, and I believe fiberglass panels, don't quote me on that. These had twin turbo 3-liter V6s producing over 600 horsepower. I love that carbon Kevlar dashboard in there. And it's such a privilege to be here in Paris and see French supercars like this. Wow, it's really imposing from the rear. Definitely going to have a look at this 1993 Lamborghini Diablo. And this is a really special edition called the SVR, which was really Lamborghini's first customer track program, where 30 identical Diablos raced and competed in events all throughout Europe. So these things were modified a lot from the factory. They were lightened. The engine was upgraded to produce 540 horsepower exclusively to the rear wheels. Definitely it's cool here. The front lights are replaced by NACA ducts. And we have definitely mirrors, no mirrors. Looks like Lexan composite windows. Have lightweight wheels. A huge adjustable rear wing on the back. One of the ultimate Diablo variants. Of course, it's not road legal, but what a spectacular piece here at Artcurial. Next up, I want to feature this Lotus 11 from 1956. These are small, diminutive, little sports racers with 4-cylinder engines. This one has a Ford 100E engine, and this one's pretty special because it was originally raced by Graham Hill in exchange for his mechanic services, and Colin Chapman loaned it to him to go racing, and it boosted his career. I think this one's called the Yellow Peril. It's one of the most desirable Lotus 11s in the world, and I just love the shape of these. It's so exotic. It almost doesn't look like an automobile. The way this cockpit has this surround all around it, it is really, truly outstanding. All right, everybody, the last car I'm going to feature today from Artcurial is this 1965 Jaguar 4.2-liter coupe. Looking very familiar, like my own car, one of 7,000 made, with the beautiful sloping fastback design, tons of cargo room. This really was a gift from the Jaguar designers to design this car, produce it at a certain price point, and I think smiles for dollar, this is probably one of the best buys you could take here from Artcurial today. It's looking a lot like my own car here with the red paint. Familiar interior that can be easily swapped like a Cessna from right to left-hand drive. All that room in the back. I think this is really winning combo. What do you think, everybody? All right, that does it for my tour of Artcurial auctions here in Paris. Such an extraordinary sale. And that does it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.